welcome to another Customizer Showcase. Normally today is our full Whip It crew, but we're doing something a little different this Sunday, work with everybody's schedules and everything's going on. And I'm honored to welcome our guest customizer today is VillainCustoms.
Hey
And
guys, thank you for having me on.
absolutely, I'm glad you agreed to come on. Like you've been in the chat so much, like like for months and months and months now, and
Exactly.
Beautiful portfolio we're going to be going through with VillainCustoms work.
Yeah, long time listener, first time caller. So really honored that you invited me, and yeah,
And put down on below. You can follow. It's also in the description down below. You'll follow VillainCustoms on Instagram. Check out his beautiful custom work. I have to say, it's like phenomenal. He kicks my butt when painting and like beautiful detail work.
thank you. Well, not good at taking compliments, so
I'm not either, so
yeah,
you
kind of
have
get awkward and
to
things. So
acknowledge the compliments or everything like that. Just I know it's like you're like, what did I say? What did I say when somebody compliments me? Like, I don't know what to do either, but
yeah, my brain goes like, I have to give you a compliment as well. So I'm sorry if I'm awkward. Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. Let me put scoot over a little bit. Give us like a 3-window row. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us and that, and like agree and sit down with us. And first
Yeah, I think this is the highlight of my week. So I'm the one who's on.
I stepped on the Hulk Smash's part of his intro on the questions too. So,
Okay, sure.
That's fine.
but first up, we like to do is take a look at some of your customizing works, like show a lead off. And
Oh no.
oh, no, there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, nothing at all.
Some stuff in. We already got some people in the chat. We got Darth. He's always with us.
Yeah.
Box of Cannons. Hey, bud. And we got Bowcat Studio, Steven. Welcome.
Hey guys.
That was different show for that, and a little more showcase.
Yeah, I'm sorry there's no whips today, so that's my fault.
Oh, and we got family in the house.
There we go.
Family.
All right. Now let's take a look at your wonderful custom work here. Let me get this over here. Present. Share. Oh, my nephew picked up me a shirt for Christmas. I got the Superman shirt.
That's a cool shirt.
Symbol of freedom.
All right.
Oh no.
First up, we have a wonderful looking storm, and I love your sculpt work too. You can get like the pants sculpt and all that detail, all the costume details, not just painted on it. It's 3D sculpted. That's beautiful.
Yeah, sort of like sculpting on details on figures rather than painting them, because I guess it's easier to paint sculpted things rather than paint on the glow details. At least for me.
And the sculpted details just really take it up a notch too. It is just gorgeous work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On the sculpted up on the chest, around the waist areas, on each of the fingers, boots, beautiful work, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's really like what I did for the hair here.
What do you do for the hair? It's like soft.
Yeah, that's actually synthetic twine or yarn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I glued the ends to the scalp of the figure's head and then brush it over, so it kind of frills a bit. It's kind of like an afro or a dreadlocks for figures. Yeah,
that looks wicked.
I don't like that. It's like, plus you don't have to worry about weighing the head down or articulation. That is
very nice, man.
Good.
Thank you.
Ooh, I've seen several people tackle this, but this looks great. I love how you did yours.
Thanks. I sculpted the head from scrap, but kind of have a problem with the straps because I saw another customizer, GI Joe Customs. He did an amazing job with this one. So he 3D printed the straps, and it looks amazing. And
Well,
I would
he's got
like to redo
straps.
this. The
That's
client gives it back. Yeah,
that is cool. I don't know how functional that would be in a war zone, with like wearing
yeah. Having a red straps on you and bullets
and
flying over your
not
head.
red target, no body armor.
Yeah, like 300.
Yeah,
At least he looks cool when he goes out.
yeah,
Yeah, he looks glorious.
that is so cool. Your dry brushing on the pants looks really good too. It looks like jeans, and
Yeah. I've learned that from watching other people.
uh,
Mainly Greg Sarabia.
mhm.
Yeah,
Greg
Greg's.
Sarabia or Sponsors.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude, and he posted some customs back then, but now I think he's just posting on Instagram.
Darth wants is asking where the boxing gloves come from.
Oh, well, the right glove is from the rocket launcher from the Deadpool
Oh, okay.
Marvel Legends,
Yeah.
and then the left glove is sculpted from scratch. So I didn't have a copy of it, so I just sculpted and copied what the details he had on the Marvel Legends one.
Wow.
You did a great job replicating that boxing
Thank
glove. On
you.
the other hand, you finally found a use for that silly boxing glove.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
kidding.
All right, we'll go with you up next. You beat Hasbro to it. You got the orb, and what is the other guy?
That's Dr. Bong.
Dr. Bong.
Yeah. When I discovered this guy, I was like, wow, this is funny and cool at the same time. So I
Yeah.
had to do it. Well, the Hasbro guys always beats us when it comes to official releases. So
Sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes they copy the customizers too, eh?
yeah. I was talking to my mom when Hasbro posted the orb one. I was so
Yeah.
devastated. And I said, I can't even make another custom anymore because they're making everything now. So
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
I almost I hardly ever do, like, unless it's something really obscure in Marvel or just fixing what they've already done. It's like I don't hardly mess with making Marvel characters unless
yeah,
it's well, this is super obscure, and they made it.
yeah. And then they came up. Well, Hasbro's been doing obscure figures now. So
They
like
have.
the
Yeah.
5-pack.
But you want to know something though?
Man,
I like seeing when customizers, like, I mean, I like all customs and I respect all customizers no matter what
Yeah.
they choose to do. But I
Mhm.
like to see obscure characters being made that, you know what I mean? It's like it's just out of the norm. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, exactly.
I like what you did with your orb. I was pulling up pictures of the Hasbro orb. They're just using the standard Bucky Cap arms. I like where you used the wrinkled arms with the clothing.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that looks so much
the
better.
buck that they said they'd never reuse again.
Oh, yeah. There's a straight up Bucky Cap with a collar piece. Like,
Yeah, just repainted Evil Knievel costume on it.
they could have used the what you call it, the Baron Zemo for the Walgreens exclusive with the brand new arms, the wrinkled arms.
I think I used the Black Tom Cassidy
Mhm.
for the arms. I guess for the whole thing. Yeah, I think it's the Black Tom Cassidy body, and then I can't remember the arms and legs. I think that those are from Red Guardian or something. Then just repainted it.
And that's cool that she was able to use the bigger boots, the Buccaneer boots on that.
Yeah, actually, the Bucky Cap boots were a bit small for me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are tiny.
So I have tiny feet, but those are hella tiny. Proportions are off the scale.
That's one of the things too. Like the original Jim Lee Cyclops figure. As soon as
Oh
they
yeah,
came
yeah.
with the X-Men Deadpool with the same color feet but better feet, I swapped those feet out because I didn't need the Deadpool. I used it for fodder.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Get rid of those tiny, tiny little feet.
Yeah. Can barely stand on the display without falling over.
So, Hasbro is. Can the camera focus? No, this is not my good camera. But Hasbro's using the tiny feet on their orb.
Well, you know what they say with tiny feet? Big eyes.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Dino.
You're all right.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
That is so cool.
that is wicked.
I'm not
Mania.
anything. A lot of modern stuff I'm not really familiar with. Is like this is like a Gwen, a Venom Gwen or something, or
I'm not really sure this is something I got from a comic book, but I had the jacket from a Squirrel Girl,
oh
and I
yeah,
have a teenage body, so I thought I might as well add them together and make a Mania.
oh
That's-
cool.
Wow.
I like doing that too. So just make that my own thing and just
Yeah.
She's got a goth look to her, so
Yeah, exactly.
that's wicked.
You're on point. Yeah, I added the mask to her waist and thighs because, Hasbro, tiny thighs and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't like to give curves to.
Yeah, I've been noticing that lately with their female figures.
It's
Less
getting
curves.
more and more too. It's like
Yeah.
less curvy. Well, I have to say, I have to backtrack a little bit though. The new bodies are a little more curvy. The Spinneret
Oh yeah.
and the
Shriek.
Shriek,
Yeah.
those are better.
The Spinneret, Shriek, and the Jacosta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jocasta is like a modified Moonstone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
They're a bit
the new
thinner
Moonstone comes
compared
out
to the Rogue ones they did,
Mhm.
but they're still curvy. So I guess that's better than what we had before.
True.
But they still want to use that skinny leg body too. They use it on Vertigo. Like no,
Yeah.
because I don't want to make another Vertigo. Because
You mean the father? I'm sorry, the father.
Yeah. Figure fodder.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the Sesray or X-Ray? It's the Sesray figures.
Oh yeah.
Maybe-
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
yeah.
awesome.
Those are gorgeous figures. I've been so tempted to order those so bad. Like, I haven't done it yet, but it's probably going to happen for too long.
That's a deep rabbit hole, my friend.
Yeah,
I bet. Yeah. First go Sesray and then go to Mythic Legions. Then your wallet is done.
right now, Fans Toys and Hasbro's killing me. They're releasing everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is wow. What is this?
This is an older one. This is from a game I used to play called League of Legends.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a character I used to play. His name is Sion. Sort of like a
Orc.
brawler general.
Mhm.
So he was undead, and then his higher ups reanimated his body. So he lost his jaw. Is supposed to be the crown of the prince he killed, and the ponytail on his head is a knife that stabbed to his skull.
Oh, wow.
That is so cool.
Yeah, props to the creators of the lore. The lore is really
Caliban
amazing. in that
base?
game.
That's a juggernaut body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Juggernaut. Okay, that was really wrong.
Excuse me.
He's big. He's
Yeah, I've sanded down the braziers on the arms. Or, I mean the hands, and then
Yeah.
chopped off the feet.
beautiful sculpting work, my friend.
Thank you.
This is kick ass. Thor Storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one I want to recreate. Something about it just I don't know. You get the feeling that your own self is your worst critic.
I concur. I see every flaw in what I do,
Yeah.
and
So
sometimes I'm my worst enemy too. I'll sit there, and I'll start chasing something, then I'll make it worse.
yeah. Exactly. I have
I've
a
got to
lot
the
of
point where, like,
self-loathing.
basically, I make myself throw my hands up. Stop. You're going screwed up.
Just throw the paintbrushes away. Walk
Stop it.
out. Yeah.
I
But
love
yeah,
love
I
when.
did kind of like this before, but
Go
wanted
for
to
it.
remake it.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I'm interrupting. I'm being awkward again. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
No,
fine. Like,
not at all.
like,
Yeah, the artist's curse.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
So
I'll,
you plan-
I'll let you handle the comments and stuff before we don't cancel each other
Yeah.
out.
Are you planning on redoing her? You said.
I was, but I have a lot of backlogs too. So maybe in the summer, I guess. Hopefully. You know, being a customizer, usually it's a lot of planning, a lot of fighting yourself.
Yeah, for me, it's a matter of finding the time and the space now.
Yeah.
Because my space is limited, so
Yeah, I
got
feel that.
a lot of things in the works, but no time and no space to do it.
You just see some parts lying in your table and so gloomy.
I'm bad to get sidetracked too. Like this, I got a ton of stuff toys to review, and I got my custom stations close to where I review at. It's like maybe I'll work on my customs a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But luckily, my office table is right besides my custom table. So, in the, so on breaks I do customs, but usually I just procrastinate. So that's bad.
Yeah, Steven
I
says
got
that's when
a
you put
package
the stuff
of
down and walk away.
I got
Yeah,
a package of goodies
exactly.
from Box of Cannons and Don Sawyer, so I kind of got sidetracked, and I got the cool heads that the Box of Cannons made me, and I got all the cool soft good stuff from Don. And I got let's start putting stuff back together.
Yeah, you ever get excited to have more custom stuff you have, but neither of them you have finished or started.
Yeah.
That's the box we don't talk about.
Yeah. My apologies.
We put that in the box. It's like we push it to the side. It's like one day. It's like,
One day I'll start to.
One of the guys in the chat server down there pops up. Have you finished the Maestro custom yet? No.
Maestro? What Maestro?
Yeah, I haven't finished Pity. I get new parts. It's like, ooh. It's like, I'm starting a new custom. It's like, but you got 50 more you're working on. It's like,
Yeah. The excitement gets me.
what is this wild looking thing?
Oh, this is Galio. This is another one from the League of Legends game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This
wow.
one I didn't play back then, but I think this was ordered to me by the fella who bought Sion, the other guy.
Okay.
So this is a lot of work for me, I guess. The base is a select rhino.
Really?
No
Yeah.
way. Wow. That is insane.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was. So the code I gave was a bit off, but I'm a bit happy that it came out okay, I guess.
Okay, we got
That's crazy, man.
that was a rhino.
Yeah.
And you said, well, make this incredible piece of it's unrecognizable as a rhino.
Yeah, exactly.
You basically made a whole figure. That is impressive work.
Thank you. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's another lot of work here. That thing
Yeah,
is
this is
massive.
one above all.
built on Apocalypse.
Yeah, the Toy Biz one. Yeah.
I saw when I saw the other picture first, and it's like I couldn't place those hands when I seen it in front of the John Wick. It's like that is massive. That's Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so cool.
Yeah, this one's an older one that I really like. So I wanted to include it.
I love the different shades of blue and highlights. Like,
Yeah, that
blue
looks
and gold
badass.
pops. They go so well together too.
Yeah. They're like royal colors to me, so it's
Yeah.
really awesome to make.
Both my high school and my college were blue and gold too.
My high school was just blue, so
And we got another picture of
Yeah.
it.
this is when I was finished clear coating it, so it's really fresh.
That's curing. Man, the shading on this is gorgeous. That head, what head is that?
The hair is from the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Then I resculpted the face.
That looks
So that
sweet.
started as an Apocalypse Wolverine head. You resculpted.
And then Hasbro decided to release an official one, so fun.
I think yours is better. Much, much better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look at that. That is awesome.
I apologize if the fix I sent was a bit forgot the English
Resolution.
word. Blurry. Yeah, the resolution is a bit off because
Oh,
I just screenshotted it. The phone that I used to store this was lost, so didn't have any
I
back
understand
photos.
that.
Yeah.
Look,
That does look
your
badass.
shading, your depth of color on this is just beautiful work. You airbrush a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I recently bought a big tank, air compressor with the tank, so that helps a lot. It's night and day difference between the cheap ones I had before.
And it's just gorgeous work.
This was inspired by Mike De La Paz. So
Oh yeah.
what he did is what I tried to make, but he's on another level.
Yeah, Mike does beautiful work too.
Yeah.
This head, it suits the Beast body a lot more than it suited the Wolverine body.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, like, it almost looked like it was made for this figure.
The only thing I have with this, I don't like that I can't put ears on it.
Oh
Because
yeah.
of the hair.
I think you can go without though because
of the big bushy hair.
yeah,
No.
like,
I think that it's fine without the ears. I until you mentioned it, I didn't even notice the ears were gone.
But I keep staring at it every day, so.
Well, you got a nice compliment by Brian here. The passion and dedication shown through each of these pieces is excellent work.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Brian. Thanks. I'm glad it
man.
shows.
Another beautiful painted face. It's like your face painting is just top notch, my friend.
Thank you. I've focused on it a lot, so I'm glad that it pays off.
It is paying off. Can I just ship all my heads to you?
Well, if you let me stay at your house, I can help you.
We'll call that action figure Wonderland.
Yeah. I can pay $10 a month if that helps. Just let me stay.
Is it all in your sculpt work on like the suit too? Is like or did you use the one from the recent 2-pack one, or is that yours?
This one is sculpted. I used the base body of Blink.
Okay.
This was before Hasbro released their 2-pack.
That
Yeah.
is such great work on those leggings. And even those little scallop cutout areas,
Yeah.
so evenly done. That's the reason why it's like in the ring, the belly ring, holding the suit together.
Yeah, that came from my inspiration came from Raffaello.
Mm-hmm.
So every work that I did is inspired by another customizer. So this one is from Raffaello and I forgot. Sorry. Uh just Raffaello and Face Customs. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've seen his work. That's Brian's asking that you made the cape by scratch, right?
Yeah, that's actually I think spandex.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nothing like what Don makes, so it's pretty mediocre, I guess.
Does the job though.
It looks
Yeah.
very good.
It looks great, man.
Thank you. At least it's better than what we had on Shikla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's showcase those eyes. You did such a great job. Your eyes are beautifully done. Like that black ring around the iris, that really sells it.
Yeah.
The amount of retries I did to these eyes.
And the pink and the tear ducts is just so well done.
Yeah.
Oh, X-Force Spiral.
Oh yeah.
That is so cool.
This
I
one's
know.
an older one as well, but really like this one. So there's I guess you guys couldn't guess the two favorite female figures. That's my favorite in the comics, right?
Storm. Spiral?
Yeah. I mainly do those two, so
But, hey, it's paying off, man. I've made so many primes.
yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have
You
to
don't
like
have that much
too.
frames.
I know I've sold two of them. I mean, either way,
You happen to be a fan of Ultraverse Customs.
maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what? I really like the look. Like Spiral's a cool looking character, but I saw
Yeah.
a few pictures of her in the X Force costume. She looks. You know what? She's probably one of the best candidates for the team too, because
Yeah.
she don't mind spilling a little bit of blood, right?
Yeah, she's brutal.
Yeah.
Hopefully, seeing this, I wish they'd get back on to doing some more X Force variants. And
Yeah.
I would love to see that new Spiral in X Force treatment.
Oh,
Well, now
yeah,
that
no
they have the
kidding.
body, I'm sure it'll come.
Well, they got to try to reuse it somehow with
Yeah.
because they spent the money on that new torso, new parts.
I'd be surprised if they didn't do a female Spider-Man with 6 arms with that body.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
Well, they're gonna have to use it somehow, right?
Yeah.
Here's that character you don't like all that much, right?
Yeah. Kind of despite this one.
Again, it's like, did you sculpt that or is it the body?
Sculpted.
Man,
I think this was ordered
I'm starting to
by
not
the
like
same
you, man,
person.
'cause your work is just so good.
Thank you.
Like, man, I got to start trying harder.
I like the headdress; came out really nice too.
Yeah, that is beautiful work.
Thanks. Use I think Procreate for that one, so that doesn't break when you bend it or something.
Yeah.
I need to order some more for Procreate. I didn't know. First time I ever worked with it, I bought it. Then Custom and Match, you gave me the tip, like when you open it up, take out the plastic first time, take it all out, then wrap it up in parchment paper.
Yeah.
That keeps it from sticking to the plastic. Now I can't get it off the plastic.
Yeah. That was my problem as well in the first time.
And so,
I think I wasted half of it because of it stick to the plastic.
he said once you break that seal, it'll bond to that plastic.
Yeah.
You know, our one of our guests, or Steve, from Enough Said Customs, he uses a lot of the green stuff to for detail work and stuff. And he gave me a little tip. He said if I ever use it, he said keep it in the freezer for a while before you use it. That way, when you actually have to take it off the plastic, it comes off easier.
I guess I can't do that because my mom would kill me.
Yeah. Freezers for food.
Yeah.
I
I
got,
get
the,
ass beaten.
I got some of the green stuff here. Well, it's in the double side sealed on a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used the green stuff mainly for faces now. And I use Procreate for hairs or harder stuff. It's really awesome stuff, but it can sometimes get too expensive.
Mhm.
More so, I'm from the Philippines, so I only can buy it from Amazon. So
Gotcha.
the shipping kills me.
Ooh,
America.
American Chavez.
Yeah.
Much better than the one we got. 'Cause we don't
You
get
mean
well, I'm not-
the MCU one?
Because it's the MCU version.
Yeah.
We don't have a comic book version yet.
Sorry.
It's not like we're not talking to our good friend online or anything.
It's okay.
I gotta give him a hard time. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sense it every time I watch it. Every time I watch the streams.
we
All
gotta
the
get
back and forth.
But that is, again, man, your face painting is just so beautiful.
Again, thank you, but you're
I feel like
giving
I'm
me
repeating myself, but
yeah, you're making me feel awkward and stuff. Thanks, Ryan.
that is gorgeous work. What's did you sculpt the sleeves and everything on her? And
Yeah. I sculpted the sleeves because I didn't have the jacket from my
Mhm.
father pieces, so I just sculpted it and wished it turned out great. So I guess it did. So
I don't think the only long sleeve female sculpt, I think, was it the jacket MCU and Miss Marvel? Or the
yeah, and the Jessica Jones from the
yeah,
Netflix,
that's
babe.
right.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones and the Moira Taggart.
Oh yeah, the new one, and in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, something Carter,
Oh,
Sharon Carter.
The new Sharon Carter. It's just
Yeah,
Steve
exactly.
Forrest. Yeah.
Embrace
So
the
I
awkward.
don't have a whole lot of full sleeve female bodies to choose from.
Yeah.
But they are out there. Just beautiful work as usual. Let me ask you a question. When she knocked his block off, did he go gong?
Yeah, it did. Actually, that's what I imagined when taking this picture.
When the character, when you show the other picture, shows he's got that big metal ball hand. Is what he do? Just hit himself in the head like bang bang.
Yeah, I think he explodes if he does that. So I was thinking if someone punches in his face, does it explode as well? It's like Nitro.
Seems like a risky move.
The chat is getting me feeling so awkward. So thank you for all the compliments.
We got the refrigerator parody.
I hope you would feel proud. You're in the company of so.
Yeah, this one's a commission. I really like working on this one.
It's looking great. I can see it's still got some work in progress parts to it, but
Yeah, I forgot to send you the complete version of it.
okay. But you can see what you got there. It's beautiful work.
Thank you.
Did you widen the chest or?
Yeah, I used I guess the roadblock with the painted on shirt.
Yeah.
So I removed the butterfly articulation and added some sculpt to it.
I say we can go butterfly.
Oh yeah, butterfly
Barely moves.
on the Joe's figs. Yeah. So I extended the shoulders and super glued the joints together so that it would be wider.
I
And then
like
the face is sculpted from scratch, I think.
you
From
did an amazing job. I'm
That
hoping this being since you made this, now needs the Hasbro's guys make one now. That's a rule, isn't it?
yeah. I was thinking that.
yeah, somebody's
Once
got to
the,
take one. Hey,
sorry.
someone's got to take one for the team.
Yeah.
So I made Sarge, and they made Sarge. So you made Perry, refrigerator Perry. Now they got to make the fridge.
Yeah, they're doing the sports thing. So it's I'm guessing they be doing football next. So
Yeah.
Perry's great guess for them.
I hope I'd like to see them do more like when they did the starting lineup. They should have did like to really kick off, get people motivated to buy that. They should start with the greats. So like,
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
should have.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Like, I mean, they should have had Magic Johnson in there, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. Like, I mean, that would have been a good way to kick it off. And then once people get a taste of it, and then the newer ones come out, they're going to be like, well, I already got these, so I might as well get these. Like, I mean, they need to really think these things through.
yeah, they started for all new players, like modern players and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not even in the basketball, but I would have bought a Shaq. I would have bought a Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird.
Oh,
I bought because I know who those are, and I know.
Yeah,
Charles-
I'm not into
Charles
basketball as
Barkley.
well. But I'd buy a Shaq and make him a steel figure.
Oh
We have
yeah,
a-
Yeah.
Back of Steel. That'd be all.
We have a question for you. Are you self-taught in customizing, or did you have a mentor that taught you the methods you use in customizing?
I guess I started back in 2016 and started in the forums, so reading tips and tricks.
Yeah.
And then YouTube guys. I grew up watching Anthony's Custom, Greg Sarabia, Craig Warrap, and some of Phoenix Force Customs.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the things I've learned, I guess it's from experience. Like seeing what they did and doing them yourselves. So I guess half and half. Half self-taught and half educated by experts.
And this is what Big Lob, isn't it?
Yeah,
And I recognize the Valverse gun.
those are awesome. Can't
Man,
get enough of them.
I know that big 10 he's got is so tempting.
Yeah. it's like a temptation that you're gonna get your ass whipped if someone finds out.
Well, did you see he's actually doing random like cash like things in those like $80 cans of weapons? He's like putting like random like some sums of money in those like big cash those 100.
Yeah, like $500 wad of bills and inside. It's like that's crazy.
Like spend $80 for a pack of weapons and a chance to win, also get money.
If you guys are being serious, then I'm
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
gonna try to get some.
Yeah.
He did a video on his YouTube channel, like showing like thanking everybody like making his orders for this. I'm gonna he like $500 he put in one of the tins and this.
That's awesome.
And it's just gonna get mailed out to somebody random.
Yay, give it up to Bobby. Yeah. He's a cool dude. I watch his streams as well with Analog Toys and Laser Pants.
The 3PO.
Yeah.
3POA. Yeah, it's like Bobby's a source of info too, since he worked for Hasbro on his toy designer. So it's a great resource to know on the inside and workings of, and he's a current toy designer with his own company.
He's like my dream. How
You
to
know what?
become Bobby Bala.
You know what though? He just by doing this, like, I mean, he's just actually, you know, like it wasn't really a necessary thing to do, like throwing cash inside of the little tins here and there. Like, I mean, just randomly, like, surprise somebody. But you know what though? That's just showing, he's showing that he's giving back, because that's a little bit of appreciation to the fans. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And he's one of the people who doesn't price up their stuff because of
Yep.
things.
Yeah, he's still now people. I still don't get people like that complaining that his figures are too expensive. They're basically, well, they're cheaper than the deluxe GI Joes now.
Yeah, and they're packed in with a lot of things.
You got oodles of hands. You get your weapons, muzzle flashes. Most of his figures come with 2 head sculpts.
Yeah. And their guns is something else. It's amazing. The
they have
guns.
removable magazines on their weapons.
Yeah.
That's the
They have
first
muzzle
time I've
flashes
seen
as
that
well.
on it. As soon as he started doing that, though, Hasbro switched to realistic weapons with removable magazines.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which
Hasbro
got his first $1 million in sales too. The weapons packs.
I really want the tin one now. Now that you mentioned.
that was in the Crimson tin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crimson Shadow, I think. I watched the Articulated Ninjas video on it.
Mm-hmm.
And gosh.
That's a lot of weapons in that pack.
It's like a Punisher's wet dream.
Yeah.
What is the lower body? Is that a Valverse lower body?
No, it's actually Old Man Hawkeye.
Oh, okay. I was trying to recognize it, and it looked like a G.I. Joe lower legs. That's Old Man Hawkeye. Cool.
Yeah. And then I resculpted the neck portion so that it would look like it had some collarbone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Nice.
the head is actually sculpted by hand as well. And the afro.
Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
That looks, that's so cool. Oh, nice.
Who's this character? I don't recognize it.
I'm not sure, but starting to hate it.
I love the silver. That's so nice.
Well, that's a question that everybody used to ask: is her costume silver or is it white? You know what I mean?
Silver, white, or black. That was depending on how you can interpret comic books back in the day. It could be either one.
Yeah.
And again, your beautiful detail work. You got the hairs and the eyebrows. That is so cool.
Yeah.
The shading in the lips and everything. Beautiful paintwork, man.
It even looks like she's got glossy lips too.
Yep.
So cool, man.
Thank you.
Did you sculpt all the detail on that, or is she used the one of the newer Storm bodies?
Nope. I guess this is just a repaint that I had, but
Pretty
the head is I sculpted the hair and the side part of the head.
I like that. I like that flip over hair. That looks so cool.
Okay, Hasbro, you need to give us a silver one. You've done as a white one, a black one, a toon white one. Now I want a silver one.
Yeah.
VillainCustoms,
And maybe update the body as well.
Details. It's all in the details.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay. Is this shading here, like you put on here, like to make it pop, or?
Oh yeah. That's first primer, gray primer. Then I added some silver to it, and then I added some black on the silver. Then spray painted it.
Beautiful.
And you got the nice blue shadowing up the upper body too.
Yep.
Nice.
Another shot of her. Great detail on the sculpting the hair.
Oh, that's sweet, man.
Lord,
Here we go.
That is wicked, man. That face paint.
Another one of my favorite characters from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Raider.
Yeah.
in her wetsuit liquor.
Well, I didn't see it before, but after rewatching the movies now, you kind of pay attention to the stupid things in movies back then.
Yeah.
But
Just,
yeah, this one is really one of my favorites.
I don't blame it being one of your favorites. If you want one
Eyes.
of the beautifully detailed eyes, guys, watching, this is how you do it. That is just so nice. You got the pink tones in the eyes. They even the wetness of like the bottom of the eyelid. It's
Yeah.
just damn. And
You know,
is it like
I,
white highlights to make it look like they're reflecting, or is it like
No, actually, that's gloss that's
okay?
reflecting the light. But I did leave some lighter pink shades on it. The
I can see the shade.
vertical lines downwards.
You
Yeah.
pulled that off too. It's like the strands of hair coming off, pulled like it was pulled back. Just phenomenal work. Pink through here on the not like the shading through here, and just wow.
everything's so detailed.
Thank you.
Those blue highlights, just
Yeah, that's true, eh? You zoom in on that face, Brian. What Brian's saying, it's like she's actually staring at you.
Yeah.
I have a hard enough time just painting regular eyes, but to go into that detail, like, I mean, that's something, you know, you set the bar high, man.
is this a how? When did you do this one?
I'm sorry.
When did you make this one?
I think last month.
Last month.
Yeah.
I was looking at the arms. Look at the bicep swivel and the double jointed elbows. It's like,
Yeah, that's just a streak body that I had lying around, and then the parts for Black Widow and then the head. So
okay.
I said, might as well. Don't have a Black Widow in my collection yet, so
I would assume you resculpted some areas to make her more curvy.
no, not this one.
Huh.
But the chest is actually from a recast I did from the Rogue figure.
Okay, so it's a Moonstone torso.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay, cool. That's back when they actually made figures curvy.
yeah. When they cared.
She's such a cool character, man.
Man, that's just a great looking figure. Another phenomenal painted face. Oh, but Mantis.
Kind of think I'm making a moon dragon for this one.
Wow, look at those eyes, man. Jeez.
I cannot compliment you enough on your face and eyes.
Thank you, and you're making me awkward again. So.
That's well, I can't help it. It's like I need to start over and relearn. It's like, man, I can look at this right here. It's like, okay, I need to start doing this.
You know what though? It's always good when you run into something like this, because it makes you want to learn more.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I like about this. Well, this newer customizing community is like people inspire you. You know what I mean? And they're willing to sit there and talk to you about how they did it, and not just, oh, this is my custom and then that's it. You know?
Yeah, it's easier now, but then compared back then, when you had the forums, because social media is, I guess, booming now. It's much easier to have contact with another person.
Mm-hmm.
You have a question? Is it a brush, a paintbrush, or a pen?
This one's a paintbrush. I use a triple O and double O for the brush.
Mm-hmm.
So the brushes really help. If you have a thin brush, that really helps when making eyes and small details.
Huh. You have a request now.
Yeah, I get that a lot, but
I'm
As
sure
I
a lot
said
of
earlier, I'm a bit nervous around camera, so
Oh,
yeah.
your detail work, there's nothing to be nervous about, is it, man? You're a phenomenal customizer.
thank you.
The shading you got, like on the body, the skin tones. I see all that subtle shading you've done on this, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, but may need to work on my toy photography a bit.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Yeah, I understand that part too.
Yeah, I tried and tried, but I still can't get it.
I don't know about you, Jerry. You take great pictures of your customs.
I try. Oh, let's get the head. There we go. Beautiful, just subtle shading and the. Mm. And I'm lost of words. Look how damn good it looks.
Thank you. I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this.
Look how badass looking.
Yeah,
Have
this
no
one's a
idea
bit.
Is this Storm as a Sith?
Yeah, that's a Sith. Do you guys know the Star Wars Visions?
Yeah.
She
I
was
watched it.
featured in an episode versus a samurai Sith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the bandit leader.
That is so cool. Is it the same method you did with the other one with the hair?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That is so cool looking.
I had some lips, so might as well.
The sculpted padding on the costume looks so good too. That what was it? Blanking out what the name of that style of stitching is.
Yeah, I copied the costume from a cosplayer for this one because I can't find any good reference pictures from Google, and the animated version was black and white, so less versions of it. I mean, less pictures of it. Thank you, Dart.
Yeah, your figures stand out no matter what. Your work is just so good.
Yeah. Steven says this looks like something you would see in a premium line.
Thanks. I try.
See?
If you can only see what I was doing back then.
Yeah.
Well, Hasbro seems to be getting worse and worse with their faces. Their budget digital face printing is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the parameters and things.
They're like super low resolution printers now. Like when they're doing their faces.
Yeah, they used to be good. I remember the first ones they did was Black Series. Those were awesome, and then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
Then you some of the
They're
MCU.
running out using their toner. They're spitting out. Their nozzles are clogged up.
need to clean those.
Yeah. So, like I said, some of the MCU ones were looking really good there too for a while.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like it's just night and day. Just started getting uglier, and they weren't even meeting the. It's like the eyes weren't even printed on properly.
But I guess that's because of MCU is, I guess, running its course today.
Yeah.
Not to bash the movies or TV shows, but I guess it's less interesting now. For me, again, at least.
Oh, absolutely, it's like they lost their way a little bit.
Yeah.
Ryan says, "Hey man, you're live, showing your work, and I haven't seen many people as good and dedicated as Jared. So you were in the right place, Jared. You got some competition."
Oh, he's kicking my butt.
Well, it's not a competition for me.
The same thing. I don't consider it competition either, but
yeah.
No, this is all. This
is we share this is our artwork and we're sharing it.
That's
yeah,
right. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
We inspire each other.
Yeah.
Now make a video of you detailing a face.
No. No. I guess one day if Jared and Dom teaches me how to YouTube. One day, I guess.
I just show up here. Jared does all the YouTube work. You know what I mean?
What?
I'll try, Brian.
Is it a fully sculpted head or?
Yeah. I didn't like the new one they released because their face is, I guess, too long for me.
Yeah.
This thing looks incredible.
This is like what I think an MCU apocalypse should look like.
Exactly. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
nothing bad
Not
with
more the ooze from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
You know what's that's so realistic.
That is gorgeous work here. The shading you put around the eyes is so nice. You can almost feel like it's got capillaries like around the eyes and stuff. It's like red. And
Yeah.
Don't mind the dust on the body though.
well, that's the hardest thing about hitting dust. Taking pictures of your figures, like you don't see it until you put it on the camera. The dust on your figure, it's like
Yeah.
static charge or something like sticks to them, and that's one of the things that's handy about the. I don't like to Photoshop my pictures of my customs, but just with dust, I use like the little Band-Aid tool. Dust.
Yeah.
the healing spot tool.
That's a good tip. I think I should do that. Usually my work is really dusty, so yeah. Thank you for that.
It's not altering the picture any. It's just
It's just cleaning it a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I can help clean your collection, so let me stay.
I live near a rock quarry, so there's plenty of the dust. Plus, anytime you mess with resin, man, that stuff throws up so much dust.
Yeah, and those dust sticks. The dust on resin sticks.
Yeah. This is so impressive. You took a Vulcan and gave it a diaphragm joint. And you beat Hasbro to the punch, too. I just shot my review for this today for their version of the Cyclops.
Yeah.
Haven't edited it yet, but
Conan O'Brien.
yes. That's I mentioned that in the video. It is so Conan O'Brien. And I forgot to mention it when I was doing the video, but that Conan O'Brien face, their digital face printing, you can see all the dot matrix in the lips, and they got like in shading, like around the edges. It's dot matrix shading.
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
They need to clean the nozzle or something.
Yeah.
And your visor is so much better too, because is badly
It's a thin
cut.
one.
It's thin. It's badly cut. It's not even even.
Yeah.
I did a head swap of mine, and as soon as I got done with the review, it was like I took
the old one.
I took the head from the love triangle, which is
close to
the pillars on the new one. Dremeled it out a little bit to fit the body better, the new body, and took Winsor Newton to the yellow parts, get rid of the shell shading off the yellow. I didn't mind it on the blue. But
awesome.
This is phenomenal, though.
Funny thing is, I started this before Hasbro even mentioned theirs.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
But yours tops it because you got a diaphragm joint.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they avoid diaphragm joints.
I don't understand. They create this brand new great body Vulcan, which is great to a point. That is particular with that body, that diaphragm joint.
They do it on Spider-Man.
No diaphragm joint. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They put an ab crunch on it. It's not a good-looking ab crunch too. You get the pizza oven.
Yeah. You can stick a sword in there or a knife.
I guess you can do it's like X figure ACBA, and that's by getting stabbed. And just
Steven's asking where the torso's from.
The torso is from the Vulcan figure. It just cut the lower section off. Then I have this recast lower torso. And then I added a socket to both of them. So up and down socket. And then I had a spare crotch joint from another figure, so I used that as the joint that connects both of them.
Wow. Looks much better than the ab crunch, that's for damn sure.
A good source too that grabs some of those socket joints. If anybody's, I just popped in my head too. It's like you can find them at Farm Figures cheap on discount, and you
Yeah,
can salvage those joints out of their torsos.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
But
but
I love the
McFarlane
shady.
toys
I like
are
the shady yellow you
expensive
use
here.
better than on the Hasbro one too. They want that really bright yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I like a little bit of orange to my yellows.
Yeah, I like what you excuse me. I like what Toy Biz used to do with
Mhm.
their figures.
I like the visor in gold too.
Yeah, it
Like
doesn't
it's
make
some
sense for me for the visor to be yellow, like it was costume detail, because we're talking soft goods compared to something that's probably made out of like metal and plastic and
yeah
stuff. You know,
a
like,
mechanical part.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it shouldn't be the same color. Like
Shouldn't be lemon yellow.
exactly.
Damn it! Now they paint my visor on the head I'm using. I almost used the one. I was thinking about using the one off the Jim Lee one, the first one.
Yeah.
But the colors on the blue is so much lighter. It's more like the blue you got here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wait a minute, the love triangle. I got it. It's got the colors almost match. The actual head's painted the same blue as the shell shading they used on the blue. That's why I was, and the blue shell shading was a little more tastefully done on that Cyclops than the yellow. The yellow was like a mustard
Yeah.
yellow shading.
Yeah.
It looked
And it's
terrible.
much more cheaper than the original one.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm not sure why though.
But the original one is like pretty pricey figure.
Yeah.
It's a great work on painting those. Man, those that looks like wet mouth, like tongue.
Yeah.
Did you sculpt these or?
No, this one was a commission. So the client sent me shrunken heads from I think it was a bust or something, a statue.
They kind of look
Then
like
I just spray painted.
Bowen-esque style sculpts.
Yeah. Do you know Wade Unparalleled Universe?
Yeah.
If he sees those teeth, he'll be mad because he doesn't like wet teeth.
Well, they are. Your teeth are wet though.
Yeah. I like them moist.
Well, they should be. Like, because that's more natural looking. It's like, what do you do? Take a napkin and dry your teeth all the time or something?
Yeah, that feels weird to me, but yeah. I just find it funny.
That's it. The depth of color, the shades, just the different shades of color in the red and the pinks in the mouth. That looks so natural.
Do you apply usually like to in a case like that? Do you apply like a varnish or something?
Yeah, I added a Tamiya here on the lips and the mouth and the eyes.
Open up, say ah.
Sorry, you cut out that. What did you apply to it?
Tamiya clear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. There's a couple other customizers I saw them. They usually do that for like eyes and stuff like that too, just to give it that realistic wet look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it should have like a like a moisture to it, right? Like that's crazy. Like you open your mouth, that keep your mouth open like that. Your mouth is gonna have that wet look inside there. Like that's why it's just so realistic. It's incredible.
Well, the color on the teeth too. You capture that for like enameled teeth. You got almost like a depth of color, almost got translucency to the color.
Yeah.
We see through the layers. You pull that off beautifully.
Yeah, I tried, but the only teeth that are white are from celebrities. So
Yeah, well,
I
that's
don't see Wolverine.
that's just it. Not everybody knows. Not everybody whitens their teeth, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of have a little bit of staining here and there, and those look realistic. So
I have yellow teeth, so it helps.
This is cool looking, but I have no idea who it is.
Yeah, I get that a lot. This is Moon Girl.
Moon Girl.
Moon Girl.
Okay, Moon Girl.
Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
Someone's calling. Never mind. I'll be back for a bit. Give me 2 minutes. I'll just check something.
That's fine.
Sorry.
We can go through the chat a little bit while we're doing that.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
This is so cool looking.
It is.
This is like a modern look for Moon Girl or something. I don't know. I don't follow character. So
Yeah.
sculpt work looks really good. I need to sculpt. I gotta do shorts on when I do Zip Zap from the Strangers.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I wonder if those are the skates that came with Dazzler.
Oh. Oh,
I don't know.
they made those.
Oh yeah, those that's looks like scratch sculpted.
Yep.
Hey, Don's in the house. Maybe the cartoon.
Not me.
But yeah, those things. Yeah, those are not dazzlers. Those are sculpted.
Trying to find the horrible dot matrix on the picture of the human fly. I just want to show off like how bad Hasbro's digital face printing is.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yo, we're back. We're here.
Sorry.
You're fine.
If anyone's from the Philippines, it's Shopee. Sorry about that.
You're fine. You look at your hand sculpted roller skates. It's like, man, your sculpting ability is so cool, so good.
Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath.
No, you're fine. I was telling Don, I got a character I got to eventually make for when I'm working on the Strangers. He wears shorts and he called a character called Zip Zap. But I got to sculpt some eventually.
Yeah, I was talking. This was Moon Girl, and from Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
She is usually drawn with the devil dinosaur.
The Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah. I'm not really sure if she's really popular now, but I did saw her in a few issues. I'm not a big fan, but I think her character design is kind of cool. So
She does look cool.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like boxing headgear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a protector gear.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you know, she kind of has the look of the old roller derby girls.
Well, she does, doesn't she? But she got a big boxing glove here too, with the boxing headgear and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's supposed to be one of the smartest people in the world right now in the 616. Not a big fan of it, but you know, Marvel.
Yeah. This is phenomenal. The color, the shading, dude, that's badass.
Victor Creed. Yeah.
That's one of the bodies I said too. Like that would work so great for Sabretooth, just because the texture on it, the graininess feel of the body.
That's the movie Venom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is perfect for this style creed. Love all the colors, the browns. You got the shading that you dry brush like lighter colors over top, or
I did some dry brush for the brown parts and airbrush for the orange ones.
it is beautiful work. We got hand sculpted head.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got it.
man, I'm so jealous of your sculpting ability.
Here I am, always looking to buy headcasts. I'm gonna hit you up, Nico.
Well, it did. It at least took a month for me to make one.
Wow. Hey man, that looks great though.
Thank you.
It is so cool. Closer up. What's up with the? Man, that just looks so badass. That bye is me being jealous.
Hey, we got a new name in the chat.
Thank you, Duelo. Duels. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
That is such a great use of that body. Just the color, the shading.
I like this comment. It's so true. Everybody complains about that color.
I really hate it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow is crazy.
Actually, that's the reason why this one took so long, because I know I'm gonna use yellow paint for this one. So it just sat on the back burner for, I guess, weeks or months.
This is a good question from Don here. Do you collect or do you buy just to customize?
I pick and choose. If I like a character or I like a theme, I try to collect it.
Mhm.
But if I see something that that reminds me of another character, like say the Shriek body reminds me of, hey, I can do this or I can do that character.
Yeah.
Usually buy those one.
The texture, like I was talking about before on his body, works so great with him and with the dry brushing. That dry brushing brought out every bit of that texture.
Yeah.
And really enhances the look for Sabretooth. To me, that's an ideal body for this version of Sabretooth.
Yeah.
For comic style. Huh. Who's this character again?
I'm not sure. Not sure, but it keeps
Yeah.
popping up.
That is beautiful too.
Thank you.
You got the base blue, the blue light area for highlights, all lightly airbrushed. The detail, like on the different shades of gray down here. Another beauty face beauty paints, and it's just phenomenal work.
That was inspired by Craig Warwick. He made a YouTube video of a spiral he made. I was really jealous of him, so I tried.
Craig's one of the OGs too.
Yeah.
I've never had him before.
Beautiful work is it. And we got Doctor Strange.
Stephen with a PH.
The line work on the cape looks really good too. Like should be like a pen to do that or brush that.
I use a paintbrush.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, this was inspired by another one of Craig Warwick's creation. Some might say I'm copying.
Imitation is a sincere form of flattery.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what though? You're giving credit where credit is due, and it's not like you're saying this was your idea, which we've seen a lot of people do stuff like that. So, to me, that's not copying. That's just being inspired by somebody else's work.
Yeah. Mostly all of my customs are based on what I saw from people like Greg and Mike.
Yeah.
Dom, you take over just for a second. I gotta let my dog out right quick.
Sure. So what do we have here?
It's Miguel.
Yeah. A much better choice of body than that pizza Spidey. Wow,
Yeah,
that looks
I was
great.
wondering why they didn't even use this one. Because they released their official version of this one along with the Superior Spider-Man or Superior
Yes.
Octopus.
Yeah. The thing that kills me is they did the retro line with the newer body, and they did the Ben, what was it, the Ben Riley, they did the black suit, and they did the regular Spider-Man on that retro card, and then they go to redo this guy, they put him back on the pizza Spidey body. So
Yeah, I was so disappointed he was on this pizza Spidey.
like, what's wrong with them?
They have this great chance to make an awesome figure, but they'll keep following their parameters. Or something. I'm sorry.
There, I was up for a second. Did you use the Superior Octopus for this?
Yeah, I used the Superior Octopus and I sanded over the face and sculpted the arm fangs.
I
Arm
like
spikes.
that body. They've never used that body.
Yeah, they used it once, and I think
Oh,
they
good.
modified it.
Yeah.
That's the precursor of the Spider-Man we have now.
I know it's kind of redundant. You got the diaphragm joint and the waist twist, but
So Don's got an interesting question here. Are you a budget customizer? What he's trying to say is, are you willing to buy an import or a mezco to make a custom of a character you want, or you look mainly to like Hasbro and
Everything I can get cheaper.
so budget customizer.
Yeah.
You know what? It's the best thing to do. All these figures go on clearance, and there you go. There's fodder for you.
Yeah. Well, usually in the Philippines, figures go on clearance, but for a long time. So, for example, the Eternals, they've been stuck on the shelves for at least a year now, and they've only just been like $6 on a Christmas sale. So yeah. And usually buying figures here in the Philippines are usually from other collectors, so prices vary.
the Eternals are good for parts. So some
Oh,
parts.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the fathers. I mean, Eternals.
Oh, yeah. And all the ab sections on the Eternals figures, those are overlays. So you can actually take it off and have a blank basic body to sculpt. With your sculpting ability, they're perfect.
And Jared made a point too. Some of the male figures actually, the legs will work for seamless female figures.
You change the feet out to smaller feet. They work like on the Moonstone body with the bigger female bodies.
Yeah.
So, Box of Cannons was asking what paint did you use for that? What blue paint did you use for that last custom? The Spidey Miguel there.
Actually, the paint I use is a local paint. Hold on. I'll reach for it. Nope. Wrong one. It's called Armored Komodo. So it's Heliconia colors.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to be blue, violet, and red. So it shifts colors depending on the light you shine it through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the first thing I did was painted silver, then sprayed over with this Armored Komodo paint, and yeah.
We went through your impressive. This is just a small sample too, and be sure to go check out his Instagram. He's got even more on there. How long have you been in the customizing?
I guess I started 2016, 2017, just kit bashing. And then
You're
stopped for a bit.
only on the 2017, and you're making beautiful pieces of artwork like this now.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, I was destroying lots of toys, so
Yeah.
I guess that helped.
I think we were
I
all
was the Sid of
at
the
some point
neighborhood.
you were Sid.
Yeah. Like the topic we had last week, I was the Sid. So I guess that helped me in making these artworks now. I destroyed first before making things.
Did you was able to find the email, Hulk Smash?
Yep, I got it right here. So I'll move to the next question here. What or whom inspired you to start customizing?
Sid. No, I'm kidding. I guess the guy from Toy Story that fixed Woody. So it's not Sid, but someone in Toy Story as well. But yeah, I grew up watching or seeing posts of Mike De La Paz, Anthony's Customs, Craig Warwick, uh, Glenn Webb. I used to watch Glenn Webb and VillainCustoms.
Yeah,
So,
while
yeah.
I've seen stuff. Mm-hmm.
Like same like with Figure Realm too. Like I used to go there and just
Oh yeah, I figure that
Constantly.
was a big part of my customizing career back then.
Yeah, I think that everybody went to Figure Realm if they ever had like a spare figure lying around, they would go there and put that in the, just say it was a Spider-Man. What can I make with a Spider-Man? So it's like
Yeah.
everybody used Figure Realm for that, right?
You have a question, just go to figure them. Oh, I also forgot. Loose Collector. It's a big
Yeah.
part of my
they're,
idol.
they're such a great team of customizers.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, it's like it took a while for me to figure out it wasn't just one guy. It's like how they keep pumping these things out. It's like,
Yeah.
So, what about like now? Like, are there any newer customizers that you look forward to seeing their work now?
Actually, to be honest, everyone. I like being on Instagram, Facebook, customizing groups, and I just scroll down and see everyone's work, and I get inspired or get jealous. Mostly get jealous, but you know.
I'm been getting jealous staring at your work tonight. It's like,
I'm sorry and thank you.
You know what?
And you guys.
That's one thing I love about Instagram too. It's like that. It's basically kind of taking the place of Figure Realm because a lot of people don't post with Figure Realm anymore.
Yeah.
And I try to post every now and then, not as much as I used to, but if you just follow certain customizing tags and you get to see all this great work.
Yeah. I actually saw your Prime vid in this year, so that's why it led me to watching your channel.
Oh, cool. See, Prime's bringing us all together.
Yeah. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Who is this? This is awesome! I want it."
And I just stumbled on that like recipe too, like perfect recipe for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Caliban.
The body you used was perfect. The Caliban. Was that the Caliban, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kept one of my Caliban untouched because I like the body so much. I wanted a remembrance of what it was.
It is a perfect for like a bigger, just non-Hulk. They're hulking character, but not a Hulk.
Exactly.
It's in the middle.
Scar.
Oh yeah.
With
MCU version.
Well, the Puff Adder coming out where he's already got green parts. It'd be great to use one of those to make a Scar.
The Puff Father.
The Puff Adder wave.
The Puff Father wave.
The Puff Adder Fodder wave. The Fodder Adder wave. What do you enjoy most about customizing?
painting yellow. I guess sculpting faces. I guess and painting eyes.
It shows that your work, your sculpting and paintwork, and it shows that is a passion. You are nailing it there.
Kind of serves as my therapy
Yeah.
or my escape from the real world problem. So kind of helps.
Absolutely, it's a wonderful art therapy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But sometimes it gives stress. It's the one who provides stress.
I felt that too.
Yeah.
Why did you do this to me?
Why are you in my life?
Not the last prime I did, the prime before, I got a bad patch of clear. I was sealing the torso, and it wouldn't set. It stayed tacky. And it made the paint turn to goo. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
I wanted to throw it across the room, but I knew that would make it worse.
Yeah, I had the same experience.
Torso. And with stripping too, I had like touch up the sculpt work too.
It just melts. It's devastating.
Yeah. So I had to like strip it and redo it, and it turned out fine. But
yeah, I kind of like what you did on your primes. They're super clean.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to make for my customs. They're compared to you, your customs are super clean. But I can't seem to try to make my customs feel like they're from an official factory or something.
Yeah.
I have a 3-step process on that. Hit it with a automotive clear. Then, if I want the factory semi-gloss look for it, I hit it with an automotive clear coat. It is called Duplicolor top coat. It's super shiny. It's a hard finish, so it really seals the paint well. Then I hit it with a dull coat. I use the Testers or Mr. Hobby dull coat. Then I actually ordered some. I was about out of it. The final key ingredient is Mr. Hobby semi-gloss. That gives you your beautiful like factory finish.
I gotta get me one of those. I only use hardware spray paints. So like Bosny for here in the Philippines.
There is a flaw to the Mr. Hobby though. I used to use the Model Master semi-gloss for that.
Yeah.
For Testers semi-gloss. Since that's no more, I can't get it anymore. So I switched to Mr. Hobby. Mr. Hobby is a beautiful finish, but doesn't like flexible material.
Mm-hmm.
If you want flexible, like the softer rubber, the coats or the hair, or anything that's really soft rubber, and you're going to flex it, it'll crack.
Yeah, I get that a lot too.
But the Testers didn't have that problem. It'd flex, but not to Mr. Hobby.
Really? I really need to get more.
I found that out the hard way too.
Yeah.
My Tigra, the Super 7 figures and Mattel figures back in the day, they're constructed like the McFarlane, where they got the rubber overlay over the waist.
The diapers.
Yeah. So when I painted Tigra, I sealed that waist piece, moved the leg, and the clear coat all cracked on it. I was like, are you kidding? So I was able to I just took my fingernail, it cracked it so much where I could just take it down and just flipped it all off.
That's when the vein on the side of your head started bulging.
Luckily, I did it first until I was thinking, I just flick it off and it's coming off really easy because it cracked so much.
It's easier to clean.
It basically peeled like an eggshell.
Yeah, I bet.
And what kind of tools and materials do you like to customize with?
Usually dental
Tools,
picks, dental
paint,
tools.
custom materials. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't interrupt.
No, it's okay. I usually sculpt with dental tools
Mhm.
and like nail nail cleaner, the metal one,
Oh
and
yeah.
then for sculpting I use Abe's epoxy, water stop epoxy, uh, and then for paints I usually my favorite is Tamiya acrylics, but now I'm experimenting with another local paint called Hyro acrylics.
Mhm.
They're pretty good. I use higher up acrylics for Sabertooth, so I guess it's turning out well so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to higher up paints.
I just ordered the whole batch of different colors of Mr. Hobby's, the bottle paints.
Yeah.
They come in bottles similar to Tamiya, but they're a lot cheaper, and they seem to paint go on like the Tester's Model Masters so far. So I'm looking forward to a while when that comes in to try that stuff out.
Yeah, I heard good things about testers. Problem is it's too expensive if you
And
buy it from here.
it's also dead.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. They discontinued the line, so that's
Rust-Oleum bought the company, then shut down most of Testers.
damn.
They
So
still got the small bottles, for the enamels. And you can get some acrylics through like their paint sets, like for aircraft and car paints and stuff like that, the model car paints.
I bet it's a bit expensive now.
They raise the price too.
Yeah. But at least model colors are still available, and like the mini paints,
Mhm.
the Warhammer guys,
hmm
forgot the name. But yeah,
Citadel,
oh yeah, Citadel, and yeah,
if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
So, um, what's your favorite DC Universe character and why?
uh it, it would sound a bit cliche, but I think it's Batman.
No, not cliche at all. He's a great character.
You mainly because he makes the more sense out of all the DC characters.
More realistic.
Yeah. Not because of the movies.
No.
Yeah, but in the comics, he has more sense if you read his comic line than
Yeah.
what others. Not now though. Comics
Oh
now
no,
are a
no.
bit
I hear you.
complicated.
I don't know.
I guess Superman as well is a close second.
But no, I could understand why somebody would be more into Batman because I guess you can probably relate more because he's just a regular guy. But on the other hand, it's kind of weird how, like, when I think about Batman, like I don't think when you actually think Justice League, when you think of all these super powered people, like Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, for example, you know what I mean? Like take those, like I like to have a regular guy in the team with them. I guess it humbles the team, but at the same time, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird that he would be part of that team.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but yeah.
You have a guy that can push planets out of orbit, and a guy who's rich and got gadgets.
Yeah, who has parents issues.
Yeah.
A guy that can survive inside of a sun, and a guy who has a Batmobile.
Exactly.
That would be
But
a
no,
lot
man,
cool,
you
though.
know what? Batman's got a huge following. Like, I mean, he's a good character. Like, I find that he's a good character on his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's mainly good solo, but he has a lot of stories with partners or
Oh, of course.
some guest appearance.
So, what about for Marvel?
Oh, that's easy. It's Cap all day.
Cap?
Captain America.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I usually like I guess his morals. So his what he does for other people and his ideals.
Yeah, yeah. He's an icon. You know what I mean? He's like
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what, like, when they did that short story line, when they turn them into, they use the cosmic cube to turn them always into Hydra, like double agent.
yeah.
That didn't sit well with anybody.
No,
But like I kind of like it. It's kind of that some people have bad sides to them, or even though you're purely good, you have bad days or bad times. I guess.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I really liked about the first Avenger movie was not. I mean Captain America, the first Avenger movie. What I really liked about it was how the Doctor chose him for, and then how he justified why he chose him. You know,
Oh
threw
yeah,
the,
yeah,
threw the grenade on the floor. You know, and he saw this little scrawny guy jump on it to save everybody else, and then. You know, what I really liked was as he was dying, he didn't even say anything. He just looked at Steve and he pointed to his heart
yeah,
and said, "That's what you got to do." And he explained that to him. And I just love the way Stanley Tucci portrayed that part. He didn't even say a word to him. Pointed to his heart and just he took his last breath and closed his eyes. Like that was excellent, and that kind of represents Cap. Perfect.
First
yeah,
Avengers,
exactly.
one of my favorite MCU movies.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, that was inspiring.
Yeah.
The first
Uh,
two Cap films I like, but then the Civil War thing kind of because of the name,
Yeah.
kind of a letdown.
So now we got another question about characters. How about for independent comics or even like anime type things? Like, you have a favorite character?
Spawn,
Spawn. Good
yeah,
answer.
Yeah,
Daddy Mac,
Yeah.
Daddy Mac Spawn. I guess he's the opposite of those two from Batman and Captain America.
yeah.
He's like,
He's a hardcore anti-hero type.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
brutal and I guess edgy.
Yeah.
He's the edge lords of the two.
Well, you know what
And
though? He makes for a great read, and he also makes for a great movie. If they were to reboot the movie, like I mean,
Yeah,
it did a decent job for the time back then. But I mean, can you imagine with today's CGI and stuff like that?
didn't they plan on making a new one with
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
Well,
I think they're making a new one. I think Daddy Mac announced it a
And
few months back.
he's wanting more control than he did with the first movie.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
I guess that's what's taking so long. With studios don't want to. They want to make what they want to make, and Todd wants to do the characters right.
Well, you know what happens if the studios gets what they want, it flops.
Yeah.
next question. This is mine too, eh?
Yep.
What is your favorite action figure line?
I guess for now is it comes between GI Joe and Legends.
Yeah.
I grew up with Legends, but the new GI Joe figs are kicking
Killing it?
ass.
Yeah.
They're just phenomenal work with the Joe team right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So what?
Although if Bobby Bala wanted,
Yeah.
he could do it.
What's your favorite figure in that line?
From Joe's,
Yeah.
Spirit.
That's
Spirit
good.
is a no-brainer for me. Yeah,
That's a great.
he has this cool Indian look or Native American look. He captures the sculpt well,
Yeah.
and the eagle is a plus.
Mhm.
I like the eagle.
Eagly. Let's see. Now this is hard question for myself because normally when you think about it, you can usually name off one or two really quick. It's which are your top three customs? It's the third one that always throws me.
Can't really say I have a top three because I guess they're like kids to me. So they're my sons and daughters. So I
Yeah.
don't have favorite, but yeah, I can't choose.
I don't blame
Usually,
you.
what I'm holding now
You're,
is my
what,
favorite or something. But yeah, once I finish and set it down, I like them all. So I'm
your,
sorry.
your newest custom, basically, you're the one you just finished. That's your favorite.
Yeah, but once it's standing with each other, they're
Oh,
all equals.
I understand. I think it's more like emotional. I can name off the first two for me. To me, it's Prime and Sludge, top two.
Yeah.
Then when it goes after that, it's like, I guess one of my Hulks.
Yeah.
So I got so many Hulk customs I made. I don't know which Hulk custom I want to put as the one of my favorite. I just put together my Mesco style one that Don made the soft goods for me. Just put him back together today.
Well, you know what? I find that this question, people can either answer it or they can't answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like and despise them all equally.
For some people, it's kind of easy. They'll just turn around and say, "Oh yeah, well, at least the first two will be easy for sure." But it'll be, "Oh yeah, this one and this one." And then all of a sudden, it's like other people would probably be like, "I have no idea what I could put as my top three because I like so many of them." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What's currently on your workbench you're working on right now?
Another saber tooth.
Right.
Someone asked me if I could do a commission of it, and
I don't blame them asking because that's
yeah.
a beautiful piece.
And another thing is a sunspot using the Spider-Man body and a gambit. So purely mutants. Yeah.
That kind of runs into like the next set of questions that the Hulksmith has for you.
Yeah. So
awesome.
It's a question. I'm sure you get a lot because of your pictures and whatnot, especially after posting today. Do you accept commissions?
Depends. Depends on the commission. If I know I can do it, I will accept it, and if I know that someone can do it better, I just ask them if they want to ask that person, because every custom to me is kind of special. So if another customizer can do it better and the client would be happier with it, I would just advise them to go to that customizer. But yeah, I do accept commissions depending on the project.
That's a great thing with the modern community too. Customizers, like back in the day, it's like they didn't want to share like tips how to do anything because they're afraid it's going to cut into their commissions. If I teach everybody how to do this, then nobody will be wanting to buy my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I show you my secrets,
and then you had one. Yeah, you'd have one guy who's got a whole stack of commissions, and he can't manage them because there's just too many. And then the other guys don't have anything, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like what you just said there was one of the most fair things I've ever said. If you think that the customer will be happier if they have that character made from a certain person, you're willing to send them that business, like that, But you know what? When me and Jared started, that was unheard of.
Yeah.
Nobody would be doing that. Like it goes to show you the change, and I'm glad that the change for the better that this community's gone through. So.
Yeah, back then it's just mine.
Yeah,
it's my project.
So you when you accept commissions, do you prefer local, like, or do you actually do commissions for people in other countries?
I guess it's kind of a sensitive thing for now.
Uh,
For local, I usually accept commissions who I know,
Gotcha.
who do repeated commissions from me,
uh-huh.
and then, but I usually do like domestic from other countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you into any other types of art or hobbies besides customizing action figures?
Warhammer.
Warhammer?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like listening about Warhammer lore on YouTube,
Mhm.
watching tabletop games about it,
You
and
got to be excited about the recent news too. Then
yeah, a bit sad but awesome at the same time.
it's the same. It's like mixed emotions.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what though?
Cavill is just something.
He is super stoked about doing this, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's one of us. If you think about it, this guy, not only is he Superman, he's one of us. You know, like
wow, no, what, wow,
man, if there was any
He
chance,
custom paints his own Warhammers miniatures.
I know.
yeah. He
And
did
he's good.
a
Builds
custodes
his own
paint.
gaming PCs, and
Yeah.
You know what though? He's good too. Like he's excellent at it.
he's a top-notch painter. It's like
Man.
his work.
You know,
He's
like,
the king of the nerds.
I tell you one thing though, man. If there was ever the slightest chance that he was listening right now, we would love to have you as a guest on here.
Yeah,
Come on over, Henry.
Heck yeah! Come on, hang out with us on the Whippet crew.
Oh, gee, can you imagine that?
that would be something. That would be. I think it would break the customizing community.
He was his gold, like the detail on the gold on his armors looks so good too. One of the ones I was looking at recently.
Yeah.
He can paint gold better about him I've seen.
You know what? The shading and dry brushing, it's amazing. Like
In
he's
that
such,
skill.
I know.
Yeah. Who knew? Superman can paint.
Well, like I said, he'd be most welcome on this channel.
No,
Yeah.
all customizers are welcome on this channel.
Exactly.
So from beginners to pros, like, or I say pros, it's like never have like that pro customizer thing. It's like it's art.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? When we say pro, it's one thing, but at the same time, are we ever pros? Because we're always learning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm looking at like different ways to paint faces now. Looking at your artwork tonight, it's like, the big thing I need is the fine detail brush.
Yeah.
My brushes are too big.
The brushes help. Actually, it's the brushes. It's all in the brush. It's
yeah.
not me. It's just a brush.
In a steady hand, and you don't have like giant 8
But I kind of like to have big hands. Mine are tiny.
the 6-inch scale head of my hands.
Size of your thumb.
Looks like a tic tac in my finger. I didn't get that out barking. Let's come up to near the conclusion of our sit down with you, and thank you for coming on and agreeing chatting with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a real honor and was really excited for
Well,
this.
the honor's ours. Like,
Exactly.
we love getting to do this and just showcasing the other customizers and showing their work.
And you know what? I find that work. You know what? It's greedy. It's greedy of somebody to not want to show their work. You know, everybody should see art like that. Like what we just saw today should be out there. People should see that. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to the people who watch and I think something Wong has something. Yes, Loose Collector is from the Philippines. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me and being patient with my babbling.
No.
What if Loose Collector is like their office that you should go over there and check it out or something?
I wish I could. I wish I could meet in person. But him and Mike De La Paz
Hmm?
Yeah.
and the factions and Double Twig Customs. They're all local customizers who are amazing. Like to
Oh,
meet
yeah.
them someday.
They've been doing it for a long time too.
Yeah, David said Jose there, DFAC.
Oh yeah. David San Jose. I guess they're one of the pros.
Yeah, these guys have been around for a while.
Give me inspirations outside of figures.
I guess classical art, like with in the Greeks and Romans, the arts of the
Mhm.
gods,
The Renaissance and all that. Yeah.
Not to sound too fancy or anything, but they're awesome.
Not at all. They are awesome.
Yeah.
Ones that got Figure Room needs to be active again. I like their search program and what buckets used to find custom names. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I missed out on the whole shebang tutorials like Jin Satomi felt too.
Oh yeah, Jin Satomi is a professional.
Yeah, he's
One of the best.
he's one of the first people to do it like full time job, like customizing. I think.
Yeah, and his tutorials were always helpful too.
Yeah, I could only hope to be that. This would be my full time job.
His masterful like mix matching parts to come up with these crazy stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm assuming means testers found back then in Hobby Lobby were 90% enamels, 5% acrylics. Yeah, that's basically what it is now. You'll see all enamels and very little acrylics. Used to be half and half.
Uh-huh.
The local Hobby Lobby started carrying the Vallejo, but they got them way overpriced. They're expensive. I wish they would. And then they carry a few colors of Mr. Hobby in the bottle, like the bottles like Tamiya. I would have thought they would have started carrying Tamiya since they lost the Model Masters testers. That seemed like that would have made more sense. Because they're the second name I always thought of when it came to paints was testers than Tamiya.
Yeah, I missed out on testers. Should have tried it back then.
Yeah, I never got the opportunity to use them either.
But for now, Tamiya is the best. For now.
Oh yeah, I find I gotta like thin down Tamiyas to use them properly.
Yeah,
You can't use
exactly.
them straight out of the jar like I can. Like testers, I can just open the jar up, just tip my brush in it, and start painting. Tamiya, I gotta thin it down. But they're still wonderful paints.
Yeah, I find it more durable
Mm-hmm.
than most. When it dries, it's hard.
When I did my Sergeant Slaughter, I mixed a little bit of that Winsor Newton with the Tamiya on the black. It seemed like it bonds to the plastic better. I guess the Winsor Newton
breaks down the paint
a little bit.
Yeah. Speaking of your Sergeant Slaughter, I really admire what you did for the camo pants.
Oh,
Yeah.
the ones I'm working on now, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do random camos. It ends up looking like a pattern.
Thanks a lot, Jared.
Well, I can't take credit for the idea. I saw another customizer on like one of the G.I. Joe customizing groups.
Yeah.
He did one of similar pattern. I was like, damn it. I still got to do the other leg. I got one leg done, and then now it's like do the other leg.
Good thing about that though is it's not like you can do anything wrong because camo is usually just a random pattern, right? So
well, you still got to figure out like you want to pull off the shapes, right? You want to get in your brains like the weird shapes, the blotches, kind of like the ink blot, the Rorschach ink blots.
Yeah.
Mine usually turns out like spilled paint. Doesn't turn out good, so I should redo it.
I have a hard time believing that you can do that when that couldn't do that when I've seen the rest of your stuff. It's beautiful work.
Well, the
Yeah.
only thing you see is the ones that pass my criticism test for myself. The ones that don't get scrapped or redone.
Oh, I was like, somebody asked several episodes ago. It's like what's my least favorite custom? It's like, really, can't really pick one because if I don't like it, I usually scrap it or start over.
They don't exist no more.
You make something that you like.
Repurpose it for other stuff. And
Yeah.
it's time to drop it in the stripper. And one thing I found it's very toxic, which you gotta use gloves to wear it, but oven cleaner will strip the paint off your figures and not hurt the plastic.
Oh, really?
Yep. I have like a country crock Rubbermaid, like a little Tupperware thing. Take it outside, take your part out, spray heavily with that oven cleaner. Basically almost empty the whole can in that jar, that Tupperware thing. It's wear a mask and do it outside. Put the lid on it where it don't dry out, where it stays liquid. It will dissolve the paint. That's how I strip that prime torso. With oven cleaner, it just eats the paint away and don't hurt the plastic. It will eat sculpt like a Ames Fix-It.
Yeah.
It will eat that away, but won't hurt the plastic. It will.
Kind of scared of doing those kind of experiments.
Now, clear plastic it will eat, not hard plastic, not soft ABS or the PVC and the ABS won't hurt that. But if you like got clear plastics, it'll eat that though.
Yeah.
I found that out the hard way.
Clear plastics are a lot more brittle, anyways, than like whenever you got somebody like. Look at all the Iceman figures that had problems, or even the other translucent ones.
Mm-hmm.
The clear vision I find it cracking up.
Yep. Not many clear ones don't end up breaking.
Yeah.
So
Started waiting for my Johnny Storm to crack up.
When people get excited for these transparent figures, like, I've learned my lesson. I don't want them.
Well, what's the company that use clear plastic for their joints?
DC Collectibles did it for a while.
Yeah.
And they would always break.
NECA did it too, right?
Yep, NECA did for. Did NECA do it? Hasbro's doing it right now on their Star Wars droids.
Oh yeah, for the knee joints.
The new like for the elbows and knees and stuff. So because the figure designs, those are supposed to be hollow. So they're using clear joints to mimic the hollowness.
Yeah.
And I see that can be a potential problem. I think NECA did it. They did it. I know they did it on their clear ones, but NECA just had brittle joints for a long time until the last couple of years they straightened up.
Yeah, they're kicking ass right now.
Yeah, their new stuff is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
This Wednesday, I'm going to be on Customs by Matthew, his channel. He's got several panelists, the guests throughout. He's had them for the years. We're doing our top 5 figures. To make it easier for myself, I did my top 5 lines. Okay, in here, top 5 lines, and I picked my top figure from that line.
Oh, okay.
So I could picking straight up top 10, top 5. I would have a hard time doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of hard to pick
because I'm buy so much different varied stuff. I was going to pick straight up out of one line. They're probably all like masterpiece Transformer stuff, like from Fans Toys. I guess they're masterpieces.
Yeah, that'll get
but
top 10 of the year.
Yeah, but it's going to be. I think it'll be a good show on that one. So several of us is doing the top 5 and the honorable mention. So I picked my top 5 lines. Picked the top 1 out of each one. I clicked more than 5 lines, so had to narrow it down to 5.
I can help you. Just let me stay. Let
right.
me wander around your collection.
I got built some new displays, so we can help with that.
I can just let me touch it.
But I should do everything should be fun to do. Like I'm gonna do a Whip It Thursday, but with holiday coming up next Sunday. What is next Sunday? 20. Oh, yeah, we will not be doing a Whip It on 25th.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah,
Or the first for the. I think the next couple of Sundays
oh,
are going to be right
yeah. So it's gonna be Thursday. So the Whip
It's
It
Christmas
shows.
and New Year.
We'll do the 22nd Whip It show and the 29th on Whip It Thursdays.
So you know what? I guess we can take. Well, if depending if we're all on Thursday, but if not, we can
Thursdays is
take the
normally
time.
a solo show, but since Saturdays are working out to be holiday, so we can actually do that for the crew getting together on the middays, but it's kind of harder for its work days. I'm off till the New Year, so.
Well, for I guess even for our viewers who probably, if they might not be able to make it for the midweek show, or we're not going to see them, just take this time, I guess, to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. Hope everybody has a great time with their families, safe, happy, and join us whenever we start up again in the new year.
Yep. Wish everybody a happy holiday, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nico. This has been fun. It's great to get to see your work, talking with you. Hope we get to do it again, and maybe we can do several of us could look at a chat near the end of the year or something. Something out.
Thank you for having me, and sorry for babbling.
Oh, you're good.
I babbled more than you did. So. Sorry, everybody was expecting a Whip It tonight, but I thought this was a fun show here. So
yeah, it was my fault. I'm sorry.
Well, I pitched the idea to you, so.
Well, thanks again, guys, and happy holidays. See you on your next episode.
And
really thankful for.
Your dress so I can start sending my heads to you, so you can start painting them for me.
Just let me stay. Let me stay. Let me touch your collections.
All right, my friend. Well, until next time, thanks everybody for stopping by. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see you all on the next week.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.